block.
Oh, there we go. There's the screen.
Oh, I know why. Hold on a second. Let me make this bigger. We are good.
If only you could make things bigger on the fly like that.
Right, exactly.
Pretty awesome.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Now we got 9 people watching. That's
Good.
rad. Welcome, 9 loyal viewers. It's almost 10 o'clock. We are here to talk to you about Final Order Cutoff and all of the titles that are on FOC this coming Monday, July 13th. So if you haven't caught this show before, we do this show every week, every Friday, to try to get you guys information that you need so that you can tell us if we are your local comic shop or your local comic shop of choice, wherever you're located at, whether it's in Colorado or Louisiana or Zimbabwe. I don't know if there's comic book stores in Zimbabwe.
They might be.
That'd be pretty cool.
We have a lot of followers from different countries. It's really weird.
That is weird. We get this information out there to you so that you know how the ordering process works. We try to be very transparent with how comic book ordering works, and B, so that you can choose the books that you want to order. We know that right now people may be unemployed because of COVID. Your dollars are very, very special, especially to us because they help us pay rent and staff and employees. So we want you to make sure that you're using your dollars most effectively to get the comic books that you would like to read. And so that's the whole purpose of this show. We basically run through the notable items that you should be aware of that are on FOC this coming Monday. Most of these titles are in stores on August 5th. If you would like to subscribe to anything that we are going to talk about, you can comment right now in the chat or comment in the video. I don't know how that works. I guess that's the same thing. Chat, video, comments, things. I'm hip. I'm with it. You can comment right now that you would like to either subscribe, which means that we will add that series to your subscription in Comic Suite and make sure that you get all of the subsequent issues and they arrive in a timely fashion in your hold slot, or you can just pull a copy. If you're on the fence, if you're not sure if you want to commit to the whole series or the mini series, you can just say pull. But if you want to pull a copy, we need you to make sure that you include the title, the variant, if there are any variants, and how many copies you would like to order. We do have some people that pre-order multiple copies because they like a particular artist or something like that. So if you're just going to pull a copy so that arrives in your hold slot, title, cover, quantity. Okay? Otherwise, you can just say sub and we will get that added to your hold slot. I think I went over all of it. I think. Okay, so we'll kick it off this week from Dark Horse. This is their second of these adaptations of the original screenplay. This time they are tackling Alien, and it looks freaking amazing.
It does.
We've got the Alien original screenplay number 1 of 5 en route to back to Earth. The crew of the starship Snark intercepts an alien transmission. Their investigation leads them to a desolate planetoid, a crashed alien spacecraft, and a pyramidic structure of unknown origin. Then the terror begins. Adapted from the original 1976 screenplay by Dan O'Bannon, author of Mobius's The Long Tomorrow, co-writer of Total Recall, and writer and director of The Return of the Living Dead. The main cover that you see on my side, I don't even know how to try to pronounce. Guillermo Balbi? Guillermo Balbi. I don't know if that's right. I apologize. That's the main cover. He's also the interior artist. The variant cover that is on Dom's side is by Mr. Walt Simonson. How about that? So there, I assume that is the carcass of the dude that they find in the spaceship. The pilot. But he looks a little different. And so that's what the whole idea of these screenplay adaptations are. Sometimes the screenplay and what you guys saw on big screen are relatively different. We saw that with the Star Wars adaptation. Yeah. They did William Gibson's Alien 3. So this is continuing the adaptation, the comic book adaptation of the original screenplays. I don't know if that's going to continue because Marvel got the rights to all the 20th Century Fox stuff.
That's right,
so
the last one, I bet you.
Yeah, I would assume that's correct.
It was already in the writing.
Or maybe I don't know.
Maybe they took it over too, but then you'll get Marvel's representation of it. They'll
And
have
then
Captain Marvel and everybody else in it.
Instead of a face hugger, you've got the Venom symbiotes that are opening up from the eggs, jumping onto your face. Engineer.
Right.
There we go. That's what it was. Okay, so that's our single Dark Horse book of note. From DC this week in stores on August 5th, we've got Batman 96. This is the second part of the Joker War, reeling from the effects of the worst Joker toxin attack ever. Spoiler alert, I guess, because Bat 95 hasn't come out yet. Batman is on the run through Gotham City, pursued by the dark shadows and voices that haunt his past and present. As the Joker's plan materializes, the only person who can save Batman from the brink of true madness is Harley Quinn? Question mark?
Huh?
Plus, who is the mysterious new figure known as Clown Hunter?
Oh, here it is.
Main cover on my side is by Guillaume March. The variant cover on Dom's side with a very awesome Catwoman cover by Francesco Mattina.
I'm confused. I guess you got to be reading.
I guess so. Me too.
Because the way it ended, it's like, what are we talking about?
Right. I can't remember if this is the first appearance of Clown Hunter. I think it is. So even if you're not doing all the Batman stuff, but if you would like a first appearance of a new character, here you go. Batman number 96. We're telling you ahead of the punchline because they bobbled that one pretty badly.
Yeah.
First appearance of Clown Hunter, Batman 96.
It was more of a wait for it.
Yeah, hold on, almost there. Okay, next from DC, we got a metal tie-in, one of the first. Dark Knights, Death Metal, Legends of the Dark Knights, number 1. Just a one-shot, not a series. The DC universe has become engulfed by the dark multiverse where demons dwell and reality is overrun by monstrous versions of the Dark Knight, all ruled by the Batman who laughs. In this collection of short tales, learn the terrifying secrets of these new bats out of hell and other creatures of the night like Robin King. His first appearance is in, I think, Deceased number 3. He's on the cover, whose origin is just the worst. Plus, read about the secret buried beneath Castle Bat, the sentient Batmobile, and how did Batman turn into a dinosaur. He's right there on the cover, which is pretty rad. Dark Knights, Death Metal, Legends of the Dark Knights, the first one-shot that ties in and expands the entire Death Metal series, is on FOC on Monday. So if you're subscribed to Death Metal, we'll probably throw a copy of that on your pull, unless you tell us not to. Next from DC in stores August 5th, we have The Dreaming Waking Hours number 1. A new chapter in the Sandman saga begins with an all-new miniseries populated by faces both familiar and new. One of Dream's heaviest responsibilities is the creation of nightmares, the beings that haunt our sleep and turn our thoughts towards darkness. In the form of Ruin, the nightmare of catastrophic failure, Dream was certain he'd built his next masterpiece. But Ruin can't help but live up to his name, sending every situation into a spiral of unexpected consequences. Unfortunately, Shakespearean scholar and exhausted new mother Lindy has dreamed of Ruin, and in the process, she's delivered him into the waking world. The Sandman universe is changing, and Hugo and World Fantasy Award-winning writer G. Willow Wilson, from Wonder Woman, Ms. Marvel, the Bird King, and breakout artist Nick Robles from Euthonauts are here to welcome you. The main cover on my side is by Nick Robles. The variant cover that is missing on Dom's side is by Yannick Paquette. So,
I don't know how they sell things.
I don't either.
I mean, we buy things because we're comic.
Just close your eyes and imagine.
You know, no worry, we can sell it without a
That's
picture.
Right.
Just sell it to
This
us.
is a visual medium, but we don't need a visual aid. No, we'll just surprise. Here it is.
There it is. Oh, it's horrible.
Oh,
Thanks for buying it.
yeah. Thank you. Next from DC in stores on August 5th is Harley Quinn number 75, the last issue of Harley Quinn. At last, the star-studded roast of Harley, nothing is off limits, no topic is out of bounds, and no one, and we mean no one, will escape unscathed. Harley may be the funniest person in the DC universe, but how well can she take a joke? Plus, in a backup story illustrated by superstar artist Riley Rossmo tying into the Joker War, Harley faces off against Punchline.
That's a cool cover.
It is a cool cover. The main cover on my side is by Guillaume March. The variant cover on Dom's side, Frank Cho Frank Cho killing it.
He killed it, man.
She's got a knife. She's got a bat. Who's going to win this fight, Dominic? I don't know. Buy the comic and read it.
Rematch?
It's a knife versus a bat. Get it?
Yes.
It's bat. All right.
Bat.
$5.99 for this big extra-sized series finale that ties into the Joker War. Okay? I'm pumped about this one. I learned about this one last year at Comic-Con, and I was sworn to secrecy. Morgan Beam, who is the amazing wife of the one and only Jorge Corona, is doing an original graphic novel with Maggie Stiefvater. I don't know if I'm saying her name correct either. Called Swamp Thing Twin Branches. In stores October 14th. So this is a long ways out. We're trying... Hopefully all the COVID nonsense will die down by then. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to spoil it, but we're working on something. New York Times best-selling author Maggie Stiefvater, the Raven Cycle series, and artist Morgan Beam unearth the primal power of memory and how it twists the bond between two brothers. Twins Alec and Walker Holland have a reputation around town. One is quiet and the other is the life of any party, but the two are inseparable. For their last summer before college, Alec and Walker leave the city to live with their rural cousins, where they find that the swamp holds far darker depths than they could have imagined. While Walker carves their names into the new social scene, Alec recedes into a summer school laboratory, slowly losing himself to a deep, dark experiment. This season, both brothers must confront truths, ancient and familial, and as their lives diverge, tensions increase and dormant memories claw to the surface. Swamp Thing Twin Branches is a story of shadows, both literal and imagined, and those that take form and haunt us. That sounds rad. $16.99, smaller DC graphic novel kind of digest thing. It's a YA book illustrated by our own local Morgan Beam. So make sure you guys get a copy of that so that you can have her sign it for you. From Image this week, we get a series premiere, kind of, sort of. The prelude to this series came out in graphic novel form last week. We sold out. We've got more copies that are on order. There is a free comic book day version. I think it's in issue 0 that leads into this issue number 1 right here. Written by Robert Kirkman with art by Chris Samney. The one who wields the firepower is destined to save the world, but Owen Johnson has turned his back on that life. He doesn't want the power. He never did. He only wants to spend time with his family and live his life, but unseen forces are at work to make that impossible. Danger lurks around every corner as Owen's past comes back to haunt him. Issue number 1, $3.99. And if we scroll down one more bump, number 2 is also on FOC. I don't know how that works. Hopefully,
we're going to win it for World of Diamonds.
This will get bumped back a week so that we can FOC it, or maybe even a whole month so that we can FOC it after.
FOC number 6.
I know, right?
Right after 1.
So I don't know if that's going to be legit or not. Like I said, I typed this up Thursday night after the stream sale. Diamond technically has to have all of this information finalized by Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So maybe this is one that we'll take a look at once we're done with this show to see if it's still on FOC. Who knows? Next from Image, Negan Lives number 1 has gone on to a second printing. Here it is. If you missed out on a first print, or if you're a completist and you want all of them, let us know if you would like to order a copy of Negan Lives number 1, the second printing. $4.99. For Marvel this week, here comes a whole smorgasbord of Empire stuff. We've got the Empire Handbook, number 1, or just a one-shot. Multiple races across the universe are pulled into a major conflict when Empire hits. The official handbook of the Marvel Universe helps keep the participants straight with updates of the major players in this star-spanning war. The Avengers, the Fantastic Four, Captain Marvel, the Skrulls, the Kree, Hulkling, plus all new profiles of Kree members Bel Dan, Captain Glory, and Tanalf, Skrull member Raxor, and the Kotati Swordsman. Also featuring the mysterious, never-before-profiled blue area of Earth's moon. So, I don't know if that's going to be, if that's a foreshadowing of how complicated an Empire is going to be, But there you go. If you're subbed to all the Empire stuff, we will make sure you have a copy of the handbook in your hold slot. If you are not, and this sounds intriguing to you, let us know so that we can get a copy for you. $4.99. Next from Marvel, we've got the 4th installment of the giant-size X-Men with Phantom X. Again, just a one-shot. Hickman and Rod Rice take on the world. The hit creative team of Hickman and Rice from New Mutants turn their attention to the covert activities of the Weapon Plus programs. Weapon 10, 11, 13? A bred killer who chooses the life of a gentleman super thief, Phantom X has always defied expectations. For example, who would expect him to break into the world, the artificial realm of his creation, and then again, and then again? Main cover on my side is by Rod Rice for $4.99. Variant cover on Dom's side is by E.M. Gist, is also $4.99. Just a one-shot, not something we can subscribe you to. But if you've been getting them and you've been enjoying them, make sure you let us know to add one of these to your pull. Another one-shot tying into Empire this week welcomes Lords of Empire Celestial Messiah #1. Just a one-shot. The eve of Quoe's ascension is at hand, but when the trials are interrupted by an unexpected interloper, Mantis, who will win this battle of wills? Don't miss out as mother and son go head-to-head, revealing secrets that will shape the course of the galaxy. I didn't realize that Mantis had a son, but there you go. $4.99. The main cover on my side is by Rod Rice. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Joshua Cassara. And again, if you're subscribed to all things Empire, we'll have a copy of this set aside for you. If you're not and you would like to read this, please let us know before Monday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time. Did I say that in the inter?
Was that the new time?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Just know it is. It's 11 o'clock.
If you guys want any of this stuff, like we do this show on Friday, we type up the post. The post is live right now. That's what we're reading off of. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we ask that you get your orders in to us by 11 o'clock on Monday. So if there's anything that you see that you want, please let us know via PM. You can message the store. You can comment on this video. You can comment on the post before 11 o'clock on Monday. From AWA this week comes Bad Mother #1.
Bad Mother.
A nerve-wracking thriller from crime writer Chris Faust and blockbuster artist Mike Deodato Jr. April Walters is a hit-and-run victim of life, a middle-aged soccer mom whose inner fire has been snuffed out by her dreary suburban existence.
Wow.
Isn't that all of us, I think? When her teenage daughter goes missing under mysterious circumstances, April embarks on a harrowing mission to find her. A journey that takes her through the underbelly of her suburban community and sets her on a collision course with a massive crime syndicate and its lethal matriarch. Tested to her limits and beyond, April discovers that hell hath no fury like a mother scorned. Main cover on my side is by Mike Deodato. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Tim Bradstreet.
That's a good one.
I love the story arc. It's called Baking Bad. So, Bad Mother, #1, 5-issue miniseries on FOC on Monday. It does. It looks pretty ridiculous.
Like a TV show bad.
Yeah. Just think of like Roseanne going on a rampage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she would kill people.
She would. She would murder, death, kill. From Boom Studios this week, I'm excited to this one. It's 7 Secrets #1. It's a brand new series for fans of Once and Future and Undiscovered Country. It's written by New York Times best-selling author Tom Taylor of Deceased and artist Danielle Niculo of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fame, about 7 powerful secrets, words, wonders, weapons, and worse, with the power to change the world. For centuries, the Order has trusted in keepers and holders to guard the secrets in 7 briefcases against all harm. But when their stronghold is attacked and the secrets are put in peril, the entire Order must face their greatest fear, an enemy who knows too much and is willing to kill to get what he wants. Now, the Order's newest member, Casper, must discover the truth of the secrets before the enemy does, or risk losing everything. Here again, main cover is by Daniel DiNicolo. There's a secret spoiler variant by Matteo Scalera that we don't have an image of. And there's also an FOC variant by In-Hyuk Lee that we don't have an image of. So that's it right there. Did you see it? You see it? Wait, hold on.
It's pretty small.
Okay, hold your eyes wide open. Don't blink. There it is. Oh, now it's gone. When will then be now? I'm pretty pumped though. Tom Taylor, man, that guy is on fire right now. It sounds super. He's so hot right now. 7 Secrets #1 from the folks at Boom Studios. Vault is really pumped about this next one. I don't know anything about it because I don't play any role-playing games. But from Vault Comics this week comes Vampire the Masquerade #1. From the internationally best-selling World of Darkness universe, which is a role-playing game, Vault brings readers a brand new Vampire the Masquerade comic series, and the series is subtitled Winter's Teeth. When Cecily Brine, a courier for the Twin Cities Camarilla, I don't know what that means, takes a mysterious young vampire under her wing, she's dragged into an insidious conspiracy. Will she be able to escape with her unlife? Get it? Because she's not alive. Right. She's a vampire. Her unlife. And protect her aging Alzheimer's afflicted sister? Or will she be yet another pawn sacrificed to the masquerade? Meanwhile, an anarch coterie, I don't know what that means, investigates a mysterious killing.
Like a notary.
Yeah, notary, coterie. Cote de Rhone, that's a type of wine. I know that. So, if you're familiar with that world, this is probably very intriguing to you. If you like vampires, this looks pretty solid. The main cover on my side is by Aaron Campbell. The variant cover on Dom's side is by Daniel and Gooden. And then cover C and cover D, oh my, David Mack. Both of those are David Mack. Cover C is the regular David Mack cover. Cover D on Dom's side is going to be a foil-treated Mack variant with a cover price of $9.99. That's really cool. So A, B, and C are just regular cover price. The red cover on Dom's side with it's going to have silver foil and spot glossing, according to the solicit. I know. $9.99 for that one. Okay. Next, from Oni Press, we've got another Rick and Morty Presents one-shot with Bird Person. Uh-oh. In Bird Person's Rite of Passage, see Bird Person's growth from bird teen to bird adult. And a friend...
so corny.
I know. And a friend to Rick Sanchez, but only after they go through an incredible adventure that unites them forever? ? Cover A on my side is by Fred Stressing. Cover B on Dom's side is by Angela Trezino. Bird Person.
The main cover, those great.
Yeah, with the A. Awesome. Here's another thing that I don't know because I don't play video games either. But from Titan Comics, we have Horizon Zero Dawn #1, which is based on the award-winning game from Guerrilla. Aloy and Talanth return in a new story set after the events of the game. Nature has reclaimed the planet. Awe-inspiring machines dominate the land as humanity fights for survival on this new Earth. Co-created by one of the writers of Horizon Zero Dawn of the game, Anna Toole. But look at the creators on this, man. Yeah. Cover A is by Art Germ.
It's amazing.
So if you're an Art Germ nut, there you go. There's one that you got to get. Cover B on Dom's side is a wraparound cover by somebody. Oh, it's the game art wraparound cover. Yeah. Sorry. Cover C on my side is by somebody named Loish, and that's fantastic.
Here we go.
Cover D on Dom's side is by Anna Molina.
Oh, here it is.
And then cover E, there we go. So hot right now. Peach Momoko doing cover D.
You can't tell me that's not a good cover.
That is a good cover.
She's so hot right
So hot right now. So we got Art Germ, you got Peach Momoko in a battle for hotness on the cover of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Stuff, man.
It is. And then the last cover that's over there on Dom's side is the Blue Line sketch cover, cover F. Okay?
You ever played this?
I have not.
Yeah, neither have I. Me and you don't play video games.
No, man.
You pick one up every now and then.
I play a game on my phone, and that's kind of it.
I feel it's the only thing I play is a game on my phone.
I play Animal Crossing on the Switch, and that's about it.
That's it, huh?
You know, not much. Okay, that brings us to our Who Does Number 2 segment, where we were going to highlight some number 2 books that you might have picked up number 1s. Number 2s are always ordered in less quantity than number 1, so we want to make sure that you guys get a chance to pick out a copy. So you want to... There we go.
Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's boss.
That's right. Number 2s are turds because nobody gets them after they get the number 1. So we need to know if you want number 2.
That's right. So we want who does number 2 to work for? The answer to that question is you.
That's right.
Up first from DC, we've got Dead Planet number 2. Number 1 just hit the racks Wednesday. I can't remember what day it is. If you're subscribed to it, no worries. If you picked up a copy of number 1 and you read it and you enjoyed it, let us know. We can add it to a subscription for you. The sequel to the best-selling miniseries continues. The Justice League is trapped on Earth, and they've discovered that life still survives on this dead planet. Survival is precarious, though, and with billions of infected still roaming the surface, death lies around every corner. But it isn't just the anti-living our heroes have to worry about, because John Constantine, Swamp Thing, and Zatanna are about to discover another evil growing. Excuse me. Main cover on my side is by David Finch. Variant cover, the zombie cover by Francesco Mattina on Dom's side. And of course, we have the movie poster variant by Mr. Ben Oliver.
What's that one from?
What was the Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt movie? The Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what this is or not.
What that is.
Edge of Tomorrow? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what this is. I don't know what movie that's
I
from.
love that movie.
I did too. Plus, Emily Blunt's my girlfriend, so I got that going for me, which is nice. From IDW, we've got Judge Dredd False Witness number 2 of 4. I honestly don't remember when we talked about number 1, but it's obviously been a while. As tensions rise between citizens of Mega City 1 and immigrants from the Cursed Earth, wanted criminal Matthias Lincoln tries to figure out a way to alert the Justice Department to the nightmarish experiments in Dr. Filth's lab. Well, I mean, his name's Dr. Filth, so he can't... You think that's a play on Dr. Phil? I want you to sit down and tell me all your problems, and then I'm going to cut your head up. I don't know. That's a horrible Texas accent. I apologize. The stakes ramp up in this timely news story from writer Brandon Easton and artist Kay Zama. Judge Dredd False Witness, number 2.
He is the law.
I am the law. I am the law, Dr. Filth. I hate this. I hate it so much. Up next, wait, hold on, you missed it.
Oh!
Go right there.
Right here?
This block of text is from My Little Pony Transformers number 2, and I don't have a main cover for it. Number 1 has not even come out yet, and I'm having to FOC number 2. Boo, IDW. Boo to you.
We'll check this one after we
Okay.
get to the end.
Okay. Hopefully we have an image that's been updated because it's technically 10 o'clock Eastern time, way past that now. So it's Spike and Grimlock's time to shine as they take on the Decepticons. Meanwhile, Pinkie Pie is determined to share as much knowledge about equestrian and Autobot cuisine as possible with her new friends, which is why she invites Gage to her kitchen for a live baking show. But things get a bit too spicy when Shockwave shows up.
Oh, man.
What? What?
How can you not want to read that?
I do. I really do. My Little Pony Transformers number 2 of 4. Okay. From Image next, we have Goddamned Virgin Brides number 2 of 5. To escape a wedded fate worse than death, Shari and Jael flee into the thorny wilderness beyond the secret nunnery that's all they've ever known. But the brutal old mothers of the mountain with their stone spears and bone daggers aren't about to let the young brides slip away. That sounds awful. The Virgin Brides, issue 2 of 5, continues Jason Aaron and R.M. Guerra's series about biblical times. Okay?
A lot of blood.
Yes. From Marvel, again!
Oh, what? Oh,
this one right here.
Right here?
I have no image for it because Empire X-Men number 2 is on FOC today. And I think it was just on, number 1 was on FOC last week, but we still don't have an image for number 2, even though this stuff was supposed to come out months ago. Months ago.
They sent everybody home in Marvel.
Oh, I don't know.
Go home. Enjoy yourself.
Right?
Don't
Enjoy
draw.
the
Don't do anything.
2
Take
months.
time off.
Don't post pictures of covers that are necessary for ordering. Just, wear a mask and get some takeout. Plant people from outer space have come to Earth, and wouldn't you know it, they just happen to be here when millions of mutants rise as undead creatures hungry for human flesh. The X-Men return to Genosha in a tale so crazy, it's taking the entire writing crew of the X-Men line to tackle it. Number 2 of 4, no pictures. From Aftershock this week, Disaster Inc. number 2 is on FOC. Paolo, Abby, and Tosh lead their assemblage of disaster tourists deep inside the Fukushima exclusion zone for what they expect to be a relatively mundane experience. If radioactive hotspots, irradiated feral animals, and the promise of swift and harsh arrest by authorities could be classified as mundane. But this is an ancient place with no shortage of legends or ghosts, and nobody told the samurai they were coming. Writer Joe Harris from Great Pacific Rock Stars and the X-Files and artist Sebastian Perez begin a disaster tour through the worst places on Earth while digging up more trouble than they can handle. In a world on fire and rife with calamity, catastrophe, war, and unrest, you're going to need the right guides to see it for yourself. I really like the sound of this, and number 1 came out a while back, and I haven't had a chance to read it, but that's Disaster Inc. number 2. Let us know if you would like to order a copy for you. Okay? And that's it. That's all of the new and notable stuff. Next, you will see an entire list of the DC product that's on FOC through one of our new distributors. After we get through all of that stuff, you'll see the typical kind of tables that we post every single week. Man, there's a lot.
There's a lot. What's is that IDW that's producing?
Yeah, IDW is doing Transformers My Little Pony.
Let's see, IDW. Let's see, My Little Pony.
So what you want to do, if you have questions, if you're looking into stuff that we didn't have images for, Dom is going to grab the item code for My Little Pony Transformers number 2, cover A. I don't know why 1, 3, and 4.
And I'm going to paste it.
Yeah. Into a web browser of your choice.
And the first one that comes up.
Yes. That is the previews.
Look at that.
Wait, that's number 1. Hold on.
One? Which one do you want?
Well, let's do number 2 because for some reason all 4 of the miniseries is on FOC this week, which doesn't make any sense. So if you go back to the blog, you got to grab the item code for number 2.
Number 2.
There we go. The one right below that.
Grab
Let's see.
Control C. Back to this. Control V.
And image coming soon. Bum 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 bum. So much for the 10 o'clock Eastern time deadline for having photos uploaded. So.
Sell the image coming soon.
Yeah, that's the cover right there.
$3.99.
Image coming soon. Previewsworld.com. Sorry, kids. We tried. But that's how it works. If you guys have any questions, you can go through this list by publisher. You can copy those item codes, except for DC, because there's no item codes for DC since they're at a new distributor. You can copy any of those item codes into a search bar and check out the description. You can check out the price. You can check out the image if there is one, and get us your order before 11 o'clock on Monday, July 13th. Okay?
That's what we got.
That's all I got. Thanks, guys. Okay. We'll see you next week. I'm gone this weekend. We'll have a great one. Be safe. Get cool because it's going to be a hot one out there. I'm John.
I'm Dom.
We'll see you guys
You have a good week.
later.